Hi folks, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video we're going to talk about, I'm going to just give you a quick demo about using PowerShell prompts. So I'm not sure when, a few weeks ago I was looking at a few demos online, and I'm seeing these guys were using a PowerShell and it's got some excellent prompts and colors all over the places. Then I decided to find out what it is, and then started doing a bit of investigation, and eventually it's called PowerShell prompts. So let's dive into it and see how you can set that up into your Windows machine and how you could actually start using it. Let's look into the demo now. So the first thing, you need to make sure you've on the latest version of PowerShell. The way you can do is, if you go to your Windows store, you could actually install the latest version of PowerShell, which runs on Linux, Mac, and Windows. It's a cross-platform, so it's always good to have the latest version if you want to use it. Now, next you need to do is you've got powershell, and this is what we're going to use to set up our prompts. But we can also, there are other tools as well. The one which most widely used is OMyZSH. I don't know how you pronounce it, but I'll just say OMyZSH, and that's the link actually. I'll leave the links for both in the discussion box. So, but let's see how we're going to use PowerShell. This is what we're going to use across our demo. So they've got very good documentation. You can go through documentations, and it also gives instruction how to set them up. So if you go to the Windows, it tells you the different ways to install it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Winget to install. So Winget is basically equivalent to a Windows Store, but for a command line. Now let me install it. So it's very supposed to go through. So it's all installing now. It's downloading. Starting successful, completed now. So let us quickly go back to the documentation and see where we can do. Before that, let's actually type in to see if it's been installed. So let me type in omyposh.exe. What to see if it's been installed. There you go, that's installed. But you see there's some sort of incompleteness. Icons are missing, and very importantly, there is no config file as well. So if you see like icons, there's rectangle shape you see, and there's no config files available. So let's see how to fix this. Let's see where it's been installed. So if you just go to documentation, and if you scroll down, and it's installed in app data local program. Okay, let's copy that. Let's CD into it, and yeah, so let's open the folder. Start dots, and the folder should have been opened by now, and yeah, there we go. So that's where all your themes have been installed. So yeah, so you can see all the themes can be installed here. So now let's go back here, and the one we're after for is Jane D. Dobler. Oh my Porsche. That's what we're after for. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. Let's go back and see where it is. There we go. You find that. So let us copy it. So let's go back here, and if you see this no configuration, let's fix no configuration first. So to do that, what we need is we actually need to copy that into a home folder. So let's see where the home is. So $home. There we go. So that's my home. So I'm going to cd into my home. Yeah, I'm going to open my folder. Yeah, and I'm going to paste it. Yeah, and now if I go back, and if I actually, the only thing I need to do there is I need to set the profile as well. So let me go and set the profile. That's where the profile lives. So let me cd into it, PowerShell. Okay, I don't have the folder called PowerShell, so let me create a PowerShell folder. So let me go and create make directory space PowerShell. Enter. And let's create another listed, and you can see it's listed there. Great, let me cd into it now, or let me do an echo to create the profiler for PowerShell. So I'm just going to do an empty, and the path for it, that's the path. So let me copy the whole path. So I'm just going to create an empty profile for PowerShell. So now I'm going to cd into PowerShell. Ups, okay, it's a typo there, so I've typed in, yeah, it's R missing, so let me type, okay, there you go. So list, start, space, okay, so let me open the folder. There we go, you see the profile, PowerShell profile created. So if you open it, say that's basically an empty there. So what we need to do is we need to drop that PowerShell, sorry, OME Posh exe there. So if you scroll on the document, it'll tell you how to do it, and that's how you do it. Just copy it, and if you just paste it, and save it, and close it, and if you go back to our PowerShell window, and if you just open a new one, and there we go, the no config is gone. So now you need to fix the icons. This is quite simple, so let's see how to do it. So let's go back to node fonts. So node fonts is what we are going to use here. So if you just go to the actual URL, let me show you how to go here. That's node fonts, and if you just go and click downloads, that'll take me to this page, and if you scroll down a bit, and this is the type we're going to use, Cascadia, and I've already downloaded this. Sorry again if I pronounce it wrong. So I've already done, so I'm going to just go and show you. It's under settings, so if you can see the required fonts are already downloaded here. Right, and now let's see how to add them into PowerShell. If you just go to settings, and if you just go to the PowerShell you downloaded, which is the latest one, let's go there. And if you go to it's appearance, and then you select the node font there, and if you save it, and that's it. There you go. The icons are fixed now. So you see a nice, pretty prompt there. Tells you the folder, where it lives, and how long it took, and everything. So that looks quite pretty. But what I want to do is I want to use my customized one. Let me show you how to do it. If I actually go to my home, I've already got one created. I'm just going to change that to Vishnu. And if I actually open and show you what's inside that. So before, yeah, let's see. So that's a few schemas where it was brought in from, and few settings at the top level, and it actually blocks. As inside blocks, you will see different segments, and yeah, that's the part. And let me quickly show you where you can get more of these. If you just go to configurations, and you see what blocks are and everything, and if you can go to segments. Segment is about you find a different segment for Angular. I use Angular a lot, so I would add Angular to my settings. And Azure Functions, and you have battery life, and you have .NET, you have Azure. So these, if you click into each one, they should actually tell you which one is it, how to use them basically. And you can see if you go to Git, and you can see them as well. Now, let me show you this path. Next one is the Git segment I have, and next one is .NET segment I have. Oops, I'm not supposed to do that. I just clicked the link. Apologize. Yeah, and I've got .NET segment. I've got Angular there, and I've got Azure, and I've got the battery, and I've got yeah, so these are the different segments, and just to let you know, you would find them in the description box. I'll leave a link to the segments to my GitHub. So let us go and change the profile, because profile should know which settings to use. So I'm going to change that one we have into my name, which is Vishnu. Yeah, I'm just going to save it. And if I actually go back to PowerShell, and there we go. So you actually see my personalized settings has been implemented. It's got a folder structure there. So it's got a battery life, and it's got the lovely heart with the green around it. So let me actually show you just by opening a project how this prompt looked like. So let me cd into one of my projects on my local machine. I'm sorry, I'm not. It's backward slash. Okay, let me cd code list. So let me use yeah, that one, the REST API one. And if you look at that, that's amazing. So if you see that it's got the folder structure, it's got the branch I'm on Git, and it's got the version of .NET I'm running. It gives a battery life, and finally gives a lovely heart with the green background. So let me show you another thing. If I type something, and if you just hit enter, and you would see that heart is gone, the background of heart is gone red. Yes, this is quite useful in terms of when you want to visualize something when you're using PowerShell. And I felt, after using this, I felt it's really helpful. There's no need to go and, for example, if you want to know on which branch you're in, there's no need to use a git command or git branch to find out what branch you are in and things like that. And also, if you want to use, if you want to know which version of a .NET, it tells you straight away. So this is quite helpful. It makes your developer productivity very good. Right, folks, that's the end of the demo. I hope you enjoyed it. So try it; it's really good. If you like it, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up it. Please do leave some comments. It'll be really helpful for me as well. Until then, signing off from you. See you on next video. Take care.